There's a version of your face that doesn't exist yet. The one you'll wake up with 5 years from now, if you keep sleeping exactly the way you do today. A while back, researchers photographed people after a normal night's sleep, then again, after several nights of restricted sleep, and showed both photos to strangers with one question: which person looks healthier? Every single time, the rested face won. The sleep-deprived face looked older, more tired, less attractive. Then something even stranger happened. Some participants barely recognized their own sleep-deprived photo. One man said it perfectly: "I don't look tired. I look sad." That's what poor sleep does. It changes how the world sees your face before you ever say a word. So if you've been lifting weights, buying skincare, getting better haircuts, and dressing well, but still wondering why your appearance isn't changing, there's a good chance you're undoing hours of progress every single night. Here are 7 things you can change starting tonight. Some you'll notice tomorrow morning. Others will quietly reshape your face over the next few years. Step 1. Fix your sleep position. If you sleep on your stomach or bury your face in your pillow, you're pressing the same parts of your skin for 7 or 8 hours every single night. One night won't create a wrinkle. Thousands of nights can. Here's the part almost nobody realizes. Most people always sleep on the same side. And over the years, that repeated pressure can contribute to subtle facial asymmetry. One side slowly becoming flatter than the other. So what do you actually do about it? Train yourself to sleep on your back. Place a pillow on each side of your body, so rolling over becomes harder. The first few nights feel strange. Then your body adapts. A few months later, many people notice fewer pillow marks, less morning puffiness, and a more balanced-looking face. Small habit, big difference. But even if your sleep position is perfect, you can still wake up looking swollen, for a reason that has nothing to do with your face at all. Step 2. Elevate your head. When you sleep completely flat, fluid naturally builds up in your face overnight. That's why your eyes, cheeks, and jawline often look puffiest when you wake up. It's not fat, it's fluid. So try this instead. Raise your head just slightly. One extra pillow or a gentle mattress incline is enough. And gravity helps drain that excess fluid while you sleep. You wake up with less puffiness, your eyes look more open, and your jawline looks sharper. Out of everything on this list, this is the one people notice by morning. Now here's something most people never connect to their face, and it's happening right under their nose. Literally. Step 3. Breathe through your nose, not your mouth. Try this. Take one slow breath through your mouth and notice where your tongue sits, usually low. Now close your mouth and breathe through your nose. Your tongue naturally rests against the roof of your mouth, supporting healthy oral posture. Researchers have found that chronic mouth breathing during childhood is linked to longer, narrower facial development and a weaker jaw. Adults won't reshape their bones overnight, but mouth breathing still leads to dry mouth, poorer sleep, more snoring, and a tired-looking face in the morning. If you regularly wake up with your mouth open, find the cause. Allergies, nasal congestion, or a deviated septum are common. Nasal strips can help. Some people also use mouth tape, but only if they can already breathe comfortably through their nose. The goal isn't a trend. The goal is better sleep. And better sleep almost always shows up on your face. Here's the crazy part. The next habit takes less than 2 minutes, and people often notice the difference immediately. Step 4. Ice your face for 2 minutes every morning. Fill a thin cloth with 2 ice cubes, or use a cold compress straight from the refrigerator, then slowly move it across your cheeks, jawline, forehead, and under your eyes for about 2 minutes. Cold causes blood vessels near the surface of your skin to temporarily constrict, reducing puffiness built up overnight. Your face immediately looks tighter, your under-eye area looks less swollen, and your jawline becomes more visible. Dermatologists and ophthalmologists have recommended cold compresses for years to reduce swelling after irritation or poor sleep. This isn't social media magic. It's simple physiology. Will it permanently transform your face? No, Will it make you look noticeably fresher before leaving the house? Absolutely. Now here's the mistake almost nobody talks about. It's not your skincare. It's what's touching your skin for 8 hours straight. Step 5. Retinol at night. If there's one skincare ingredient backed by decades of research, it's retinol. Many guys assume expensive moisturizers are the answer. Usually they aren't. The real problem is that dead skin cells stay on the surface too long, making skin look rough, uneven, and dull. Retinol speeds up cell turnover and, more importantly, encourages collagen production over time, the structural protein that keeps skin looking firm. Start with a low concentration. Use it 2 or 3 nights per week, and always apply it at night, since sunlight reduces its effectiveness. Wear sunscreen during the day. The first few weeks can bring mild dryness or peeling. That's normal. It means your skin is adapting, not that it's being damaged. The biggest mistake people make is quitting before results appear. Real improvements usually take 6 to 12 weeks. One guy tracking his progress in photos said he almost quit in week 3. By week 10, his coworkers started asking what changed. That's usually how it works. People notice before you do. So skincare is covered. But what about the 7 or 8 hours it has to survive? That comes down to one thing almost nobody upgrades. Step 6. Upgrade your sleep environment. Your pillowcase matters more than you think. Cotton creates more friction as your face moves at night, while silk and satin let your skin glide instead. Less mechanical stress, less irritation, often less bedhead too. Next, temperature. A bedroom that's too warm increases sweating and can leave you looking more swollen, so keep your room cool. Finally, humidity. Winter heating dries indoor air dramatically, pulling moisture from your skin for hours while you sleep. A simple humidifier often does more for your skin than another expensive cream. Last one. And this single habit can undo everything above it in one night. Step 7. Control your sodium and your bedtime. You can spend hundreds on skincare, then erase half the benefit with one salty late-night meal. High sodium intake causes your body to retain water, and that extra fluid often settles in your face. Your jawline softens, your cheeks look fuller, your eyes appear puffier. Try reducing heavily processed foods for just 2 weeks. Many people notice the difference quickly. Now combine that with consistent sleep timing. Your body follows an internal clock, and skin repair, hormone release, and recovery all follow predictable rhythms. Sleeping from 2 a.m. until 10 a.m. isn't the same as 10:30 p.m. until 6:30 a.m., even if both total 8 hours. Consistency matters. Recovery loves routine, and your face reflects recovery. Go back to that photo experiment for a second. The rested face and the tired face weren't separated by genetics, expensive skincare, or luck. They were separated by one night. Now multiply one night by 365, then by 5 years. That's the face you're building, or destroying. Most people think aging happens in the mirror. It doesn't. It happens in the dark, quietly, night after night. You won't notice it tomorrow. You probably won't notice it next week. One morning, you'll look in the mirror and wonder when your face changed. The truth is, it already did. You just weren't awake to watch it happen.